All right, family, I already know what it is. It's your guy, Boro, the Lucky Libra, and thank you for tuning to another one. Gemini, it's time to get into your energies for the solar eclipse, new moon in your sign, all right? Now, first of all, this has been your season, so happy birthday, happy solar return to all my Geminis, all right? Now, you guys have had the light, the power this season. We've been more so influenced to learn how to deal and align with your energy naturally, how to express, push out that energy, and be more conscious of how we deal with what mutable air ruled by Mercury. Mutable air, flexible, adaptable forms of communication, different ways of thinking about things, different stepping back and playing with different perspectives, trying to see things from different perspectives, all right? And trying to receive different forms of input from others, entertaining different ways other people are doing things or communicating things, all right? And ruled by Mercury. Mercury is dealing with how we think and communicate, how we organize our thoughts, all right? So this is the energy we all been trying to get with and get aligned with. This is your natural energy, Gemini, all right? Air sign. Now, air connects the message. Air is the messenger. So Gemini, not only have y'all had the light this season, all right, the things that y'all express and pushed out and how y'all present yourself was felt more this season, came with more impact, all right, was seen more, was able to to be more evident to others. But here, when we talking about the new moon and whatnot, for you guys, you guys have to learn how to embrace being more wise with your ability to connect the message. This season was showing you how powerful y'all are with the ability to be able to have some form of creativity and being able to articulate it to different types of group of people, okay? Your ability to either bring solutions, bring different ways of looking at things to the table, especially in your relationships, okay? And, understanding your ability to teach as well, connect information in so many different shapes or forms. You guys was being forced to see this about yourself, see this gift and power about yourself. So this leads into learning that, your powers are to be meant to use for good, Gemini. It's so easy to fall into understand that you so adaptable, relatable, okay? You could have that chameleon-like energy, okay? You could change colors in whatever room you get. You could embody the environment, all right, wherever you're at. It's learning how to do that in a positive way and for the good, and not allowing others to manipulate you or influence you to be more negative with your energies, okay? AKA, just because you can entertain a situation by switching up how you communicate about it or how you perceive, how you think about it. Because sometimes Geminis, y'all psych your own self up. Y'all get into a situation that's negative. Maybe you manipulated somebody and try to create a mindset to think you isn't doing something wrong, to really lie to yourself. So you gotta be careful with that, okay? But for the most part, this is huge self-reflection energy moving on with the solar eclipse, and we want to see how is impossible at this point. Oh yeah, I wrote down at this point, moving on with this new moon, it's going to be damn near impossible to not entertain or perceive your higher potential right now with the solar eclipse energy. It's going to be, no matter how scattered, lackadaisical Gemini season may have been, or how prosperous, productive, how much progress Gemini season may have been. Regardless, right now, moving on with this new moon energy, all right, guys, and moving into this last decon of your season, right now it's impossible for you to see the higher potential of how you could utilize your energies. You see that you have not only the ideas to follow out on how to bring some more support to your situations, some more foundation to your reality and whatnot. You're in a space right now, Gemini, that you're kind of being forced to personally evolve. This is personal evolution time right now, okay? This whole season you had the responsibility to understand how to be more wise with the power of your tongue, okay? May have even played some mediator situations in a lot of different situations because you fell into a midst of information, gossip, lies, secrets, and you started playing mediator in certain situations, all right? And you started realizing things about your ability to communicate differently with that. So that's very important, Gemini. And the way you deal with your relationships is like this season you've been, what's a good way to phrase it? not the bigger man, but you've been the one with the more experience or wisdom and understanding how to deal with the relationship. Even though you Geminis be on demon time and y'all get that stereotype, shout out to you got Hades up in there in that constellation and whatnot. But the thing is, here, you guys was more so pushed into scenarios, understanding, how to use that energy in a more higher thought, in a higher light. All right, your ability to communicate, spark positivity in others with the tongue. Okay, being able to rally up others. Okay, so in many different ways, Gemini is pretty much, it's personal evolution. You going through this whole season, really understanding, how powerful you are when you're more intentive or more intentional. I don't know if intentive is a word. More intentional with how you utilize, your creative ideas and make it. And obviously relationships, it was a great area for y'all this season, Gemini. Either you out and about with your social circle, or you more so started to analyze your social circle from a way more mature point of view, understanding that if I have these certain aspirations, if I want this certain life for myself, I have to be more conscious in how much time I have invested into other people, okay? And how I may have to sacrifice, limit, restrict, organize my time. There's been a whole heavy emphasis of that. So the things that we learn from that, this is what we want to take into moving on to Cancer season post this new moon, solar eclipse moon. But you're going to be feeling it healthy personally to evolve certain things about yourself, because there's going to be probably certain bad habits that's going to be in the forefront that you need to acknowledge. You don't need to sit and sink on the emotion of it, but you need to acknowledge it to move on to certain things that we want to reach in this new cycle. All right, new opportunities we want to embark on and be open for. All right, Gemini. So learn to be more wise, being the leader of the, connecting the message, being the messenger, being more wiser with that power and that responsibility, Gemini. And the more you're intentional about how you take your forms of creativity, the things you want to connect to the world, the things you want to put in the light, the things you want to grow, things that you want to gain more awareness and utilize your ability to articulate yourself or utilize different outlets to connect things, then that's when you start to, use your power in a more, honest and positive way, instead of letting other influences come into your life to be all over the place with your energies. All right, Gemini, this is how we're going to deal with, this is basically how we're going to deal with capitalizing through all the experiences from this season, all right, to help you prosper moving into Cancer season. All right, Gems?